Hello students, our today's topic is electromagnetic induction and its laws. Okay, now to understand electromagnetic induction, first of all we have to discuss some terms like magnetic lines of force and magnetic flux. Now what are magnetic line of force? Actually magnetic line of force are the path traced by a unit pole whenever it placed in the magnetic field, and tangent to them gives the direction of the field at that point. Okay, now what is magnetic flux? The total number of magnetic line of force crossing per unit area is called magnetic flux. Okay, now as shown in the diagram, this is the area and these are the field lines crossing area normally. Okay, and magnetic flux is denoted by phi or phi m and is equal to field into area or Va cos theta, and the unit of magnetic flux is Weber and 1 Weber is equal to 1 Tesla meter square. Okay, now it is clear, that is the total number of magnetic line of force crossing per unit area is called magnetic flux. Okay, now what is electromagnetic induction? This term is related to magnetic flux. Okay, it is the process of the production of induced EMF or induced current due to change of magnetic flux linked with the closed circuit. Whenever the flux linked with any closed circuit. Now see this diagram, this is closed circuit and here we have magnet, and due to this magnet we have magnetic flux, and whenever we change the position of the magnet, and due to the change in the position the flux linked with the circuit changes, and due to this change EMF is produced in the circuit. This is called induced EMF, and due to this induced EMF current is induced current produced in the circuit. This is called electromagnetic induction. Okay, now to understand this, Faraday gives two laws related to electromagnetic induction. Okay, he took experiment and he gives first law that whenever flux linked with the circuit changes, EMF is induced. That is, if there is no change in between the flux or circuit, then there is no production of EMF. Okay, whenever flux linked with the circuit changes, EMF is induced. Okay, now what is the second law? Second law gives that the EMF produced is directly proportional to the time rate of change of magnetic flux, that is E equal to d phi upon dt. Now these are the two laws given by the Faraday. Okay, that is, if there is mutual change in the position of the either coil or magnet, if we change either coil or magnet, then there is some production of EMF. If there is no mutual change in between them, that is no flux links changed, then there is no production of induced EMF or induced current. Okay, now what is Lenz's law? According to Lenz's law, the direction of induced EMF is in such a way that it opposes the cause which produces it. That is, the process which produced the EMF, and EMF oppose that cause. Okay, and according to this, the EMF produced in the coil in such a way, if we took the north pole towards the circuit, the induced EMF is produced in the coil such a way that is the nearer side becomes north and opposite side becomes south, and this north repels north and it opposes the motion of the magnet toward the coil. And if we move the magnet away from the coil, then the EMF is induced in such a way that the nearer end becomes south pole and the further end behaves like as north pole, and this south pole attracts the north pole. So here it also opposes the cause which produces it. Okay, now one question also arises that whether the Lenz's law or the production of EMF is according to law of conservation of energy. Yes, it is law of conservation of energy, because the total work done by moving this magnet toward or away from the coil is converted into the production of EMF, or it is utilized in the production of EMF. So it do not violate the law of conservation of energy. Okay, so this is all about electromagnetic induction. Thank you.